And welcome to the Nexus. Today we're doing issue 48 of our Optimus Prime build, and I've got to say I forgot to look through the last magazine, so what I will do is run through that one quickly before we do this. So without further ado, let's crack on with this. Okay, see there, like I said before, I forgot to have a look through issue 47. I've got it at the back here. I'm going to go through it in just a second before we start doing what we've got to do. So we will need our chest. So we do need this section because we are about to add this section to this side. So we will have two shoulders on. So we will need the chest. We also need the arm, which is over here, that we done in the previous issue. So let's look through both of the magazines. I know we're not doing issue 47, but I forgot to do it in the last one. Then we'll have a look through issue 48, and then we can crack on with doing what we're doing. Okay, so here is issue 47. Like I said, I forgot to go through it. It's Simmons' mum. We're running out of characters, I think, now. Then we've got Hollywood Optimus Prime, so the Hollywood backstory is different from the, obviously, the cartoons and the comics. Then we've got our profile on Ramjet. And then we dive into Beast Wars. If anyone remembers the Beast Wars, I really didn't get it, and it was terrible CGI, but I think a lot of people actually fondly like it. And then, obviously, we've done the right shoulder. So let's have a look at this issue. So we have a look at Devastator in the movies. Far different than the Devastator we know from G1. Then we come on to the Masterpiece line, the toy line. If you own a Masterpiece Transformer, I do. I own many of them. They're sort of classed as the higher quality Transformers that they do, mainly because they have a lot of die cast in them, which is cool. Then we have Scourge, Sludge, the Triceratops Dinobot, and then we have a look at the Maximals here. So I've actually got some of these because I like Transformers and I picked some up recently. So we are going to be concentrating a lot on that. That's those two magazines. But anyway, that's taken up nearly 2 minutes. But I'll try to get through it pretty quick. Anyway, we are now going to do everything here. So we've got to open this bag. So let me put the magazine aside. Let me get Stanley out. And we'll run it across like that. We are doing issue 48. There's all the parts. Now we do get. There aren't many parts, but we do get stuff we've got to do. Now, I do need, if you remember rightly, we had a socket wrench and a spanner as well. We both need to grab that, so I'm going to grab that before we start doing what we've got to do. Okay, so we 100% need these. Do you remember the socket wrench that we got and our little spanner there? Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is grab this. And we're going to place that on like that. So we do need BM screws, which are here. And let's put the 3 in here. There's one. Oop. There's the next one. And the last one. Like that. So we've done that, and then all we've got to do is click this into that hole there, which we've done before. So, like so. The next thing we've got to do is we've got to take out this section. And what we need is the bigger of these grip washers that we have here. So we've got some sections here. So that is going to sit in here, like so, with the groove section facing us. So it has like a smooth side and like a groove side. And then what we're going to do is we're going to place this over here like so. Like that. That's it. So that is like so. And we are going to use one of these. So we need to get all this out. And a washer section, and that is going to go through here. So let me push it through first. So as you can see, it's coming through. And then what we're going to do is once it's through, we're just going to push it and tighten it as much as we can by hand. And then we're going to hold it both sides. So it's a bit of a tricky one, this one. So you do need to sort of hold this and turn this at the same time. If we just push it back a little bit, we might be able to get a better grip on the lug. That's it. So if I stick that on like that, there we go. Optimus Prime's actually helping us. It's all about just screwing this down. So I'm going to go ahead and carry on screwing this, and then we'll have a look. Actually, it's nearly there. There's me saying I was going to cut you off then. There we go, nearly there. I suppose it's best if you see it like this. There we go, done. So, yeah. That's how that's done. Okay. So the next bit is we now have to dob a bit of glue on either side of them. So you've got one this side and one that side, and we're going to put in these little sections in here. So what I'm going to do first is do this side first. So just a little bit of glue, and this one will go in that side, making sure that it's the groove side up. And I'm going to put that down and then put another little dab of glue this side. Looks like that. hoping that all stays in the glued sections, which it has. There we go. Okay, the next bit is we're going to do the same which we've done here onto this shoulder section. So I'm going to bring this round, tip this up like this. That is going to fit in here if I can. I don't want to scratch any of this, so let's move all of these parts out of the way a second. There we go. So it's actually in there like that. Can you see that? So what we need to do is what we've just done on that screw here, but on that one. So we're going to basically take this, we're going to use a few bits to sort of screw it in. I'll show you the process anyway. Okay, so I've gone and done that. So basically what I've done is I've got some pliers here, that's for the next part. So you push this screw down here. Now it is a tight fit. I find it easier to turn this round, put this down here, and you want to do one this way and that the opposite way on like so, and you're just going to keep going. Literally you have to keep going until you tighten out. Now it does take a bit of time and a bit of effort, because what it is there, as you can see just here, is that this screw here, where is it? Just one, hang on, I can actually point to it. So the screw that's here is too close to the opposite screw, and it's just difficult to get to. You can do it, I have done it. It just takes a bit of time. My advice would be to hold the arm like this, get one in there and one on there, so you tighten them up at the same time. So that's what I've done. And yeah, and as you can see, there isn't too much movement in this, and I don't think there's supposed to be anyway, but that is that. So put these safe, because I think we're going to be using them in the future. Okay, so the next thing is we're going to be working on our pistons just here, and yeah, so pistons are the next thing. So we're just going to put these, so we've got 3 big ones, 3 small ones. We've got our little pins as well, and you don't want to lose them. Now before I used these, so basically what's going to happen is we're going to fit a little pin through here, through the hole here, oh, through this one maybe. I'm just going to clamp it down like this, just to point it through, and we're going to sit that one on like that. I'm just going to push it down, just like that. We're going to push again, just to close it down. So just like that, just like that. Right, so once again, we're just going to line it up. So you've got the two sort of holes here and there. Just going to line it up, put a little pin in through the hole here, just to guide it through just a second. So just want to hold it on like that, and we're going to stick that on. We're going to use our little pliers here, and we're just going to push. Making sure it's all lined up. Right, oh, no, that one wasn't. Nearly though. Okay, push it back. Push it in. And just clamp it up like that. last one just here. I didn't get all 3 of them out, did I? What an idiot. Right, so okay, so we're going to put this pin in here, just in the top hole here. Like so. So that one's through. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we've got 2 front ones here. So the first thing we're going to put on is we're just going to put this on here, because that's the first bit, and then that's going to click on to there. Then we've got this one. So once again, like so, and then one on the back. Just here. So once again, we're just going to push this on. First. No, doesn't want to stick, this one. There we go. And then there we go, much better. And that one in there. And now we now have our 2 shoulders on. Now look at the size of this. It's absolutely huge. Yeah, we now officially have. Now the most difficult part is obviously getting these 2 screws in just here, just because there isn't a lot of clearance between the 2. So I don't know if you can see that, but you can't. There's not a lot of clearance between this screw here and this one. Hang on, there. So there's not a lot of clearance. It's on both sides, which makes it a bit of a pain, bit of a tight squeeze, I would say. To get there, but as you can see, you can get there. Now I don't think it's going to have a lot of front motion in terms of the arms, because we've got these bits here. Now these bits that poke out the front here, they're for the doors to go on, and it's going to be restricted movement towards the front, though I don't know how often you're going to want to do that, but there's no sort of down motion, but this is the shoulder, remember, so there is going to be limited space, but his hands will most likely be able to turn in any direction. But it's looking really good. I don't know how much more there is left of the chest, but it is looking mighty impressive at the moment, I've got to say. I'm absolutely loving this. So that is the end of issue 48. Right there. So as you've seen, we've now completed it. You don't really know or take in how big this thing is until you've got it in person. So, I mean, it's so cool. Look at that. The blue, the sort of chrome, the silver effect. It passes off, and you've got the gold bits there on the arms. It looks so good. Look at that. That looks fucking awesome, that does. I'm so impressed with this. I'm so glad that Fanhome brought this version out, because it's just jaw-dropping. I mean, we haven't even completed the chest, and it still looks. I'm really excited to put the rest of this on now. More excited than before. It looks so fucking cool, doesn't it? It just looks so cool. I mean, that is impressive, right? That is impressive. Okay. So that is it from us. Thanks for watching. Make sure you click like, subscribe, and we will see you at the next video. Take it easy, and we'll see you then.